YouTube, my name's Mike. I go by DJAXCESS. Welcome back to the channel where we aim to build a better DJ community together. Today's office is Lower.com Field with my beloved Columbus crew. This is my first match of 2025, and I'll be sharing my tips and tricks as well as my journey. So if you find something helpful or interesting, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment with any questions you have about being a professional sports teams DJ. I'm sure I'll be sharing some products that'll be helpful as well. So there's a YouTube affiliate link, and that is a free way for you to support the channel. Now let's get into it. Go crew. Before I load in, I wanted to go grab my credential. It's on the opposite side of the stadium, so I didn't feel like lugging all my gear to this far side of the stadium and then all the way back. Credential is secured, and that was really fast. Oftentimes I get to these matches super early because there's just a lot of moving parts and you're very low on the totem pole. So if you do need something, oftentimes the people who you might call or text, they're busy and are working on things that are way more important than you. So I always get here early just in case the credential is missing and we need to do something about that. But this was a super easy process. The homie Ben over at Beat Squad Entertainment made sure it was ready, and we'll go get our stuff, and then we have a jersey to pick up because this one is old. I love the colors, but it's a little bit old, and they've released two really dope jerseys this year, so I'm gonna go grab one. All right, here we are. Check this out. It's good to be back. This has been my longest break away from a match. I always do some things for the crew, but matches are tough because they're on Saturdays, and weddings pay a considerable amount more, so financially I have to do those, and the schedule comes out way later. So the stars aligned for this game to happen. So big shout out to DJ Corrupt and the Beat Squad team who have been holding it down. I was just thinking, it's pretty crazy. I've been with the crew for 12 years. That's 2 MLS championships, 2 owners, 2 stadiums, 3 logos. So it's a pretty crazy journey. It was just me starting out on the plaza to on the field, and then getting some buddies to join me because my schedule is a little crazy. And now I barely do it, and now the team's taken over and I get to do, 1 or 2 games, maybe a few events a year. So pretty wild, but I will say it's awesome to be back, especially after a long break. This is cool. Ah, yes, and this is what we're here for. The Columbus Crew and Goosebumps collab. Check out that jersey. I remember watching Goosebumps when I was a kid, so the fact that they got a jersey with the soccer team that I support, so dope. I'm gonna try and find a way in because I know they're not open yet. Jersey acquired. I'm so pumped. All right, they still haven't set up our table, but we're gonna head down there, and I think sound check's at 4:15, 4:30. All that times are kind of flexible depending on when they get started, so hopefully my table will be there and we can do our thing. So I'm just waiting to set up. My table's not here yet, so I'm gonna rattle off as many tips as I can. Number 1, I think I already talked about, get here early. Number 2, make sure that whatever you're bringing can be done in one trip. So I have my Rain Performer here. I have my main DJ backpack there. That's really all I needed. Inside my DJ backpack, I have my DJI, which I'm filming on now. I have my X5. This X4 is just because I'm doing a comparison between the X5 and the X4. I would normally not have this. And this bag fits my Pocket 3 and my 360. So that really should be all of the cameras I need. But because I'm crazy, I also have my mirrorless, some tripods and everything as well. Oh, I should also mention that this DJ bag has my Gorilla Pods, and those are tripods that you can attach most places, so they're not tall, but they are good. Oh, it's these things. So it has a Gorilla Pod in there. I have one on my X4 and I have one on my X5. Next tip, this is a really good time to check your clean and dirty tags on your song. If you are mostly a club DJ and you're now going into private events, this is really, really important for you because chances are you've either only been downloading dirty versions or you maybe haven't been as good about labeling them, because some of the EDM songs, even though they're on iTunes and they say clean or they're on Spotify, they're not always labeled correctly. So this is a really good time to double check those and make sure that you're not blasting out an F-bomb to an entire stadium. Who would do that? Who would? That's a long story. I'll tell that later. Another thing that you need to be ready for is how you're going to communicate with the front of house or HQ or whatever they call it with your sporting event. So sometimes you will have a spotter. They'll have the ClearComm headset on and they'll just relay information to you. That's really nice to have. Most often you'll have a ClearComm headset yourself. So you might have your ClearComm on one ear and your headphone on the other, or your in-ear monitors in the other ear. And you have to be monitoring who's talking to me, what do they need, is this important for me, as well as what's going on in your mix. So again, if you can get a spotter, that's great, but that's more resources, more money spent for the organization. And if there's help needed, chances are your spotter is going to be the first person recruited to go help elsewhere. So be ready with whatever headphone cueing things that you do to have someone in your ear talking, even if it's just a spotter, as well as the music. Also, if you are the kind of person who's like, I always need a monitor to DJ, or I don't even use headphones, this might not be the gig for you. The delay on some of these stadiums is absolutely insane. We got some music coming in now, but the delay is insane. You cannot mix from just listening to the speakers. The other way to do it is by bringing a monitor. But if you're bringing a monitor, now that delay is affecting everyone around you. So if you're like me, right in front of some fans, your monitor is going to be coming out on time and then going out to the stadium slightly delayed. And that's going to create a poor experience for everyone around you. So get good at mixing inside your headphones or in your monitors. Another tip is make sure you look extra presentable. So we obviously want to look presentable and great for all of our gigs. However, you might be on a Jumbotron being broadcasted in Super 4:8 30K HD to 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 people. So make sure whatever you do to get yourself right, it's all right. That's why I got the new jersey today. This one's a little bit large on me, and I'm gonna be sweating. So right before game time, when the Jumbotron might be on me, I'm gonna switch in a nice clean jersey, wipe my face, and make sure we're good. Got the haircut on Thursday. Whatever that looks like to you, every DJ has a different level of fashionista and polish, but whatever that looks like to you, make sure you're bringing your A game to the stadium. Don't forget about that. The next tip is be ready for anything. So my normal setup area is right here, but we got some weather coming in, so I'm gonna be going up this way. I'll show you in a second here. So we're gonna have a nice aerial view of the game, but that's what you gotta be on it, because if you got here late or just on time, now you're scrambling to get all your stuff up. So we got plenty of time today. I'm gonna get this stuff up and get set up in the new location. I thought of one more tip before they start playing copyrighted music. If you have to take a break or you're shooting content, you go to the bathroom, put one song on a loop, and then that way when you hear the song through the speakers, you know you gotta get your butt back to your DJ gear, but at least there's still music playing. Whew. I'm sweating, it is muggy today. No power yet, but I'm pretty sure someone's on their way. Hopefully we can get power and audio going and get set up. I'm gonna get everything else set up right now. If you've been on the channel long enough, you should know what this is. This is the Tentacle Sync Track E. We'll have this recording, and this is the X5, my new guy. We'll be making a video on the X4, a comparison between the X4 and the X5. So here's the X4, here's the X5, and we'll be using both today. Got our second Gorilla Pod here, a little bit more sturdy than the other one, and I got the quick mount on it. So I think we're gonna rock the IEMs today, just cause I haven't in a while, and I feel like this is a good place as any. Make sure I block out our sound and have as much quality as I can get. Okay, so we just sound checked. I didn't feel like it was appropriate to get footage of that, so I'll just kind of tell you about it. They brought me power and a box to go from my XLR out of my board into their box, which sends up to the stadium and all through the stadium. So what I like to do is I like to set my board to 50%, just 12 o'clock, and let them play with the volume. So whenever I do sound check, even if I go to, let's say, 10% and it's a good enough volume for then, I say, hey, can you bring my level down? I'm gonna go up to noon. So just in case something gets bumped or whatever, I always know I go straight back to noon, and then I know I'm in the right spot and everything's good. So that's exactly what we did. Went straight to noon on the board. They adjusted their levels, and now we're good to go. So from here on out, I'm just gonna shoot some content, We have an hour and 12 minutes until gates open, so plenty of time to talk to the camera, get some photos, and chill out. It's so hot, so hot. Okay, so I was able to capture some content all by myself. Brought my camera down to the field, tripod, remote starter, and got some photos. So hopefully I can post those to Instagram and keep proving to my clients that I can do big things, and hopefully they'll want to book me for their next big thing. So I don't know how much I'll be able to talk to you guys the rest of the show, so hopefully you can enjoy some pictures and videos of Lower.com Field and what it's like to DJ a Columbus Crew match. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you found something helpful or interesting, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Comment what you want to see next, and if I mentioned any products, there's an Amazon affiliate link, and that is a free way for you to support the channel. I hope you have a great day. Peace and practice. Go Crew. All right, so we just hit a rain delay, so I'm playing music while people are kind of getting to the concourse or out of their seats, and we'll see how long this lasts.